Welcome, dear viewers, to another enlightening journey through the pages of history. Today we delve into the life of a remarkable soul, Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, a beacon of spirituality and the founder of Transcendental meditation. Our story begins on January 12, 1918, in the small village of Raipur, India, where young Mahesh Yogi, then known as Mahesh Prasad Varma, took his first steps on the path of destiny. But did you know that, in his early years, Mahesh Yogi displayed a keen interest in the sciences, pursuing studies in physics and mathematics? Little did the world know that these early intellectual pursuits would later intertwine with his spiritual journey. He went to the University of Allahabad and got a degree in physics in 1942. Then he went to the Himalayas and spent 13 years learning from Guru Dev, who founded Transcendental meditation. As he grew, so did his quest for understanding the deeper realms of existence. Yogi embarked on a pilgrimage across the Himalayas, seeking knowledge from the great spiritual master, Guru Dev. A little-known fact about Maharishi is that he first met his guru in the city of Jabalpur in central India in 1940, where it is said he worked for some time as a clerk at the gun carriage factory, along with pursuing his degree in physics. This profound journey laid the foundation for his transformative contributions to the world of yoga. Guru Dev, also known as Swami Brahmananda Saraswati, insisted that Mahesh, later known as Maharishi, finish his university degree and get permission from his parents before becoming his pupil. It took about 2.5 years for Mahesh to align with Guru Dev's thinking and feel a deep connection. Initially, he did regular tasks, but he gained trust and became Guru Dev's personal secretary and favorite student. Mahesh handled much of the correspondence without guidance and even gave public speeches on Vedic themes. During this period, he developed an inclination towards the ancient Vedic science of consciousness. At the same time, he started practicing intense meditation. He is also credited with making efforts towards the restoration of the 1,000-year-old scattered Vedic literature. He is responsible for organizing it as a complete science of consciousness. Maharishi considers 1940 as the beginning of his life, when he learned the secret of quick and deep meditation from Guru Dev. Guru Dev passed away in 1953. Despite being a close disciple, he couldn't be Guru Dev's spiritual successor because he wasn't a Brahmin. Before his death, Guru Dev entrusted Mahesh with the responsibility of traveling and teaching meditation to people worldwide. After Guru Dev passed away, Mahesh moved to Uttarkashi in the Himalayas for a reclusive life for 2 years. He practiced silence, isolation, and transcendental meditation during this period. Mahesh Yogi spent these years in seclusion, practicing deep meditation in the caves of the Himalayas. This silent period became the crucible for the development of transcendental meditation, the technique he would later introduce to the world. After 2 years, he started teaching transcendental meditation to the world. When asked, "Why did you come out of the Himalayas, Maharishi, to teach transcendental meditation to people everywhere in the world?" he replied, "I think it's the nature of a bulb to emit light. Once it is lit, it can't keep light within itself. It's the nature of life to progress, and the knowledge to give out knowledge is such a natural thing in man. It belongs to the value of life, which always grows and grows. Life is progressive. It evolves. It grows spontaneously. A small young child sees the yellow car going on the road and then he runs to the mummy. Mummy, mummy, yellow car. He sees something and he wants to deliver that message to others. It's natural to life. Teaching is a natural profession. Everyone who has any knowledge, he just can't feel rested till he has given out. So, motivated by this natural tendency of life to give out knowledge, I came out of the Himalayas. I couldn't rest there." Maharishi Mahesh Yogi dedicated his life to demystifying and making the ancient practice of meditation accessible to people from all walks of life. Through transcendental meditation, he envisioned a world where inner peace could be attained by anyone, anywhere. Now let's explore transcendental meditation. Transcendental meditation, also called mantra meditation, usually involves personalized instruction from a certified teacher. This one-on-one instruction ensures that the individual receives a mantra suitable for them, and understands the correct way to practice the technique. The mantra is kept private and is used solely as a tool to assist the mind in transcending ordinary thought. Transcendental meditation involves the use of a mantra, which is a specific sound or word that is silently repeated during the meditation session. The mantra is chosen for each individual during personalized instruction. Practitioners typically sit with their eyes closed in a comfortable and relaxed position. The meditation is usually done for 15-20 minutes, twice a day. One of the key principles of transcendental meditation is effortlessness. Unlike some other meditation techniques that involve concentration or control of the mind, it emphasizes allowing the mind to naturally transcend thoughts and experience a state of deep, restful awareness. The goal of transcendental meditation is to transcend ordinary thought and experience a unique state of restful alertness. This state is often described as a deep inner calm, where the mind reaches a quiet, settled state beyond the surface level of thoughts. This meditation has been the subject of numerous scientific studies, exploring its effects on stress reduction, improved cognitive function, and overall well-being. Research suggests that regular practice of transcendental meditation can have positive impacts on both mental and physical health. It can be learned by people of all ages and backgrounds, and it doesn't require any particular belief system or lifestyle changes. It can be easily integrated into daily life. Now let's see the influence of the Maharishi Mahesh Yogi on the Beatles, a famous English rock band. In February 1967, George Harrison's wife, Pattie Boyd, wanted to find more meaning in life. She saw an ad in the newspaper for transcendental meditation classes and quickly joined the spiritual regeneration movement. When she shared this with George, he got curious too. In August of that year, George, Pattie, and the other Beatles went to a lecture by Maharishi in London. Pattie said, "Maharishi was just as amazing as I expected, and we were totally captivated." After that, the Beatles, along with Mick Jagger and Marianne Faithfull, went to a 10-day meeting of the spiritual regeneration movement in Bangor, Wales. The Beatles, like many other rock bands back then, wanted to explore different things to get inspired for their music. John Lennon was honest about the band using drugs, saying it helped them make some of their best songs. While they were there, the Beatles shared that they decided to stop using drugs. Paul McCartney explained, "It was something we all went through." In February 1968, the Beatles, a famous English rock band, went to Rishikesh, India, to learn transcendental meditation from Maharishi Mahesh Yogi. Some people think that the Beatles were really inspired by Indian spirituality and meditation, and that's why they considered Maharishi as their guru. The journey turned out to be a super creative time for the Beatles. They wrote around 30 to 40 songs, and many of these substantial numbers of songs were included in the White Album, which came out later that same year. Songs like Dear Prudence, Blackbird, and While My Guitar Gently Weeps, among others, came out in 1968 and were written during their time in Rishikesh. The Beatles' association with Maharishi Mahesh Yogi brought transcendental meditation into the limelight. Their endorsement contributed to the popularization of meditation in Western culture during a time when interest in Eastern spirituality was growing. Even after their time in India, some members of the Beatles continued practicing transcendental meditation. George Harrison, in particular, maintained a lifelong interest in Eastern philosophy and meditation, which is evident in his solo work. While the Beatles' association with Maharishi Mahesh Yogi had a profound impact on their music and personal lives, it also played a role in introducing transcendental meditation to a global audience, leaving a lasting legacy on the cultural landscape of the 1960s. Now, as we are approaching the final chapter of this video, did you know that Mahesh Yogi was not only a spiritual leader, but also a prolific poet? His verses, often inspired by his deep experiences in meditation, remain an invaluable part of his legacy. Here are a couple of lines from some of his verses, from Whispers of Wisdom. "In the innermost sanctum of life's temple, silence speaks." From Love and God, a collection of his poems. "In the stillness of the night, I hear your voice, O God, singing to me." These lines reflect the poetic and contemplative nature of Maharishi's writings. His poetry serves as a poignant expression of spiritual insight and a testament to the inner journey he undertook throughout his life. In 1990, the Maharishi relocated his headquarters of the Maharishi European Research University from Seelisberg, Switzerland, to a former Franciscan monastery in Vlodrop, the Netherlands. In 1992, the Maharishi began to send groups of yogic flyers to countries like India, Brazil, China, and America in an effort to promote world peace through coherent world consciousness. In later years, the Maharishi rarely left his two-room quarters in order to preserve his health and energy. He used video conferencing to communicate with the world and with his advisors. On his 90th birthday, January 12, 2008, Maharishi Mahesh Yogi made a significant announcement, expressing his gratitude for the teachings of his spiritual guide, Guru Dev, also known as Brahmananda Saraswati. He declared his fulfillment of the duty entrusted to him by Guru Dev, stating, "It has been my pleasure at the feet of Guru Dev to take the light of Guru Dev and pass it on in my environment. Now today, I am closing my designed duty to Guru Dev. And I can only say, live long, the world in peace, happiness, prosperity, and freedom from suffering." In the final week of his life, Maharishi conveyed his decision to step down as the leader of the Transcendental meditation movement. He expressed his intention to retreat into silence and dedicated his remaining time to the study of ancient Indian texts. On February 5, 2008, Maharishi Mahesh Yogi passed away peacefully in his sleep at his residence in Vlodrop, Netherlands. The cause of his death was reported as natural causes. His life journey, marked by the propagation of transcendental meditation and the pursuit of spiritual wisdom, left an enduring impact on the world of meditation and holistic well-being. Although his physical presence departed, his teachings continue to ripple through time, touching countless lives. And so our journey through the life of Maharishi Mahesh Yogi comes to a close. A soul who, from the humble beginnings of Raipur, India, illuminated the world with the deep wisdom of transcendental meditation. Thank you for joining us on this spiritual expedition. Until next time, stay safe, stay sattvic.